huge news for 𝗓𝗏. 𝗓𝗏 going into Europe. Let's talk about that. Now, a very much cooler day here in West Yorkshire. I'm not a heat person. If it gets a bit too hot, I melt. And, you know, at the end of the day, if it's too cold, you can put on a jumper. And if it's too hot, you can't peel off your skin. So, to the point. Now, as some of you may know, 𝗓𝗏 has already set up a relationship with Africa. We have the news that Ethiopia is likely to be the first country to adopt 𝗓𝗏 as some kind of working system. The idea is to sort out their education, sort out maybe some legal things, have a look at micro lending, that kind of thing. Basically bank the unbankable and organise the system. And there's been other nations that have been considering it, all because, you know, 𝗓𝗏's been in Ethiopia for 3 or 4 years, laying the groundwork, talking to people, you know, that kind of thing. Having a look at the officials, getting official sign off. The advantage of 𝗓𝗏 is that it's all peer tested. It's very much treated like a science rather than a software in its purest essence. Now, I used to work as a web developer, and I've touched upon many elements of code in my lifetime, and sometimes you'll code something and it will work if you use it directly head on, but if you try and come at it from a different angle, it will collapse. So the idea of having peer-reviewed code for 𝗓𝗏 is a very good idea. It's kind of like beating the living crap out of it until there is no air bubbles left in your problem, and then you know that that's watertight, airtight, it's perfect. So if we've got places like Ethiopia obviously focusing on this 𝗓𝗏 project, and we now have the European Union thinking about a CBDC, a central bank digital currency. They've already listed 𝗓𝗏 as one of their approved, one of their trusted projects within the crypto space that they would be willing to work with. So if Ethiopia could be proved as a way of working and doing education and tracking things and monetary systems, then the idea of the European Union leaning on existing infrastructure, on a trusted network to maybe set up their own stable coin, to set up their central bank coin, or at least running on the same kind of blockchain, that could be very good news for 𝗓𝗏 holders, because it immediately it's like mainstream adoption without being mainstream adoption. It's centralization without it being centralized. It's very good news in profile, right? Let's be honest, the two main coins at the moment is Bitcoin and Ethereum, and 𝗓𝗏 in this bull cycle is becoming very, very much more trusted, approved, lent on, invested in. That's why Grayscale Trust rebalanced and had more 𝗓𝗏 in it. So if Europe goes down the line of using 𝗓𝗏 as their stablecoin, as their CBDC, that could be a very huge tick in its box, and a very good sign for hedge funds and stuff like that to trust things that are placed on the 𝗓𝗏 blockchain. What do you think? Click subscribe to be alerted every time I make these videos, and watch this video because YouTube wants you to.